This next short video will give some examples, or I think one example, of using the running equation and an example of using the biking equation. So again, for the purposes of this class, I'd like you to memorize the run, walk, and bike equations. And I'd also like you to be aware of this conversion flow chart. You've seen it before, and it's a nice way to organize what questions I'm trying to ask and how you can arrive at the correct answers to those questions. So here's the run equation, and oxygen consumption, which is on the left-hand side of the equal sign, is equal to 0.2 times speed plus 0.9 times speed times grade plus 3.5. And the variables are the same for the walking equation. So VO2 is in milliliters of oxygen per kg per minute. So it's relative VO2. Speed is in meters per minute. And grade is as a decimal. So 0.05% grade would be, in terms of a decimal, 0.05. So here's the running equation. So here's one example of the running equation, and let's make sure we get the correct answers. So what would be the MET level, so metabolic equivalent, of a man running at 7 miles per hour on a 5% grade? So again, the steps before, do the conversion. So 7 miles per hour is times 26.8 is 187.6 meters per minute. And then 5% grade, a 5% grade as a decimal is 0.05. And then since this is the run equation, it's 0.2 times speed plus 0.9 times speed times grade plus 3.5, and enter in the variables that we know. And then in this case, solve for VO2. So if you do this math, this VO2 comes out to be 49.46 milliliters of oxygen per kg per minute. So that's the VO2. To get into METs, remember the conversion flow chart. So we now have VO2 in mils per kg per minute. 1 MET is 3.5, so you'd simply divide by 3.5 to get total METs. So total METs was 14.1. Another run equation, and this equation is looking at calories. So calculate the caloric cost of a 140-pound female, age 42, running on the treadmill at 6.5 miles per hour and at a 4% grade for a total run time of 30 minutes. Great. So the steps will convert units. So miles per hour and grade need to be converted, and then let's make sure we remember the run equation. So 6.5 times 26.8, so in terms of meters per minute, it's 174.2. 4% grade divided by 100 is 0.04. Oh, she weighed 140 pounds divided by 2.2, 63.6 kilograms. And what is the run equation? 0.2 times speed plus 0.9 times speed times grade plus 3.5. And now let's enter in things that we know. So it's 0.2 times speed plus 0.9 times speed times grade plus 3.5. And if you do the math, her VO2 is 44.6. The question was total caloric expenditure. So we have VO2. Now if we go back to this conversion flow chart, so we're here at VO2, but my question was, what is the total calories that she used running on the treadmill? So we're just going to have to follow. That was my dog. Max.